Hello, everybody. Welcome to the review. It is 10:16 p.m. I came out of theater after watching the latest Jason Statham action extravaganza film titled The Beekeeper. As per usual, be spoiler free. And if you happen to like the content of my channel, please hit the subscribe button below and spread to your words and friends and family. And without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss the details of this particular film. Jason Statham, very much like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris, all essentially have the same premise when it comes to their central focus of a character being the lone one-man army who is able to take on an elite squad of assassins with little to no stress whatsoever. It's fairly predictable, standard, formulaic, yet it's harmless with its entertainment because you know exactly the type of story you were going to receive as soon as you see Jason Statham's name, for example. Jason Statham's character, Clay Adams, is this beekeeper who is has this mysterious government past that is personally tied to this elderly woman played by Felicia Rashad, who, as anyone who is familiar with the commercials, or maybe they've been on the receiving end of one of these type of scams where they have unfortunately been able to drain the life savings of every single unsuspected individual who might not be tech savvy. And it's a very realistic, it's a very real unfortunate circumstance that has happened, very prevalent in our society. And this is a type of film that does tackle that particular aspect in the very beginning. And so you have her who has literally drained her entire life savings due to falling for the scam, and Jason Statham's character Clay Adams begins to utilize his specific set of skills into exposing the corruption and taking down the head of the snake, if you will. And from then on out, you just have the full blown balls to the wall action adventure for the least hour and a half. You're not going to receive any type of deep, meaningful storyline when it comes to focusing on the absolute value of what it means to embrace life itself. You simply know exactly what you are going to receive with Jason Statham, and he is, as per usual, very charismatic, intense. And one of the things that I have greatly appreciated when it comes to his type of cinematic outings is that it really does give you this belief of truly escaping into this particular world where you almost find yourself believing that you are Jason Statham's character in that moment, that you are able to take on an entire elite squad of mercenaries and assassins and secret service agents. I mean, you name it. That's what really, to me, that's what action films should be able to do, as far as being able to capture your imagination in such a manner that you believe you are capable of performing these acts. Now, realistically, obviously, you're not going to be able to do this, but it doesn't take away from the absolute fun that it does present on the big screen. And another cool thing about this film is, at the very beginning, you really find yourself developing a true relationship with how Felicia Rashad's character and Clay Adams, Jason Statham's character, how they have this emotional bond between one another, and how they truly care about each other, and no one has went out of their way to take care of him, and no one has really went out of their way to take care of her. That is really the true core of why you begin to understand exactly why he's doing what he's doing. And give credit to David Ayer, who has made such brilliant films with, for example, I really enjoyed Fury, and I thought that his Suicide Squad was very good. Unfortunately, it suffered from unnecessary studio interference, but overall I did enjoy it for what it was, and this film is no exception. It reminds me of the type of film that would have came out in the 80s and the 90s when you had those summer blockbusters that was being released, and they just say, you know what, we're going to release Speed, we're going to release Terminator 2, we're going to release Bloodsport, Kickboxer. It's just that type of film where it's absolutely intense from beginning to end. It is fun, it is brutal, it is violent. It's everything that you come to expect when it comes to Jason Statham. Again, it's not heavy on emotion, nor is it presented with any deep, meaningful dialogue. You just know that when you're going in there, and I know there are people who generally hate this term. However, it is true when it comes to these type of stories. You turn your brain off for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's what it is. That's exactly what this type of cinematic outing is. It's just full-blown action extravaganza from beginning to end, nonstop, and it's absolutely fun. I do recommend it. Very, very much needed in terms of 2024 beginning with a literal bang, and that's what the Beekeeper does. Great action sequences, especially at the beginning and even towards the end, where it's Yeah, I can't put into words exactly how brutal it is, but let me just go ahead and tell you, it's a treat to watch, and I highly recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10. Very entertaining. It is not for children because due to the violence and pervasive language that is involved. Other than that, you have to go watch this. It is by far one of the most exciting action films that I've ever had the pleasure of watching beginning here in 2024. That is my review of The Beekeeper. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about it if you have watched the film. And when you do, please let me know what you thought. Visit me on my Discord server. The link should still be good. And that's my review. Take care and peace out.